Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 14 January 2021, 9 o'clock Thursday night. Must be time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel, and it is. We have 32 items for your consideration tonight, 31 of them knives, one watch from my personal collection I teased you with last night. Before we get into the meat of the sale, a little bit of housekeeping. First of all, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale. I will post them on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also reprint them in the description underneath this video. Also in the description, above the terms, you will find 3 links to prior videos on the Apostle P channel. The first is to my Primer for Buyers video. That is a 38-minute long-form explanation of the terms of the sale. That's good viewing for you if you're new to this weekly event. The second link is to my FAQs for Consignors video. If you are a collector who is interested in moving some of your collection along using this weekly sales event, that video explains how it all works from the consignor's perspective. The third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the Apostle P Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. Well over 10,000 customer knives sharpened. So you have those 3 links, then the terms of the sale in the description, and below all that, you'll find the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps and pricing. In the pricing column, the number to the left of the slash is your as shown price, number to the right as sharpened. There will be no next day sharpening available this week. I had an emergency rush order that took that spot, so you'll be looking at about 4 weeks before shipment if you buy a knife to be sharpened in this week's sale. I think that's about it for housekeeping. Let's get the terms up on the screen, and we'll be right back with the sale inventory. Here are the terms. All right, let's get right into it, shall we? First up, we've got a little run of 5 knives from custom knife maker Frank Velez, steel sharp knives. There's his information at the bottom of the card. So far in Frank's knife making career, the Apostle P Knife Sale is the official new retailer for steel sharp knives. I think we've run about 20 or so of these over the last 6 months or so, and we've got 5 more for you tonight. First up is going to be in your inventory is the steel sharp 2.5 inch Skinner. This knife is made from 1/8 inch thick carbon steel from an old Sawmill blade. And here it is, wearing a Kydex fold over sheath with a tech lock. Here's the knife. I better do a quick wipe because we've got a little preservative oil inside the sheath. Okay, there you go. A pretty sweet little knife. Kind of a rough hewn flats portion of the Skinner. It's hard to tell. It's either a full flat grind and with that rough hewn pattern then applied, or a very high saber. Sweet little Skinner blade. 2.5 inches in blade length with a 4-inch handle. That handle is made from red heartwood with red liners. You have a brass pin and a copper lanyard tube. That handle's about 4 inches in length, very hand-filling. It really affords an awesome Skinner grip. Yeah, just what you want when you're working in a cavity and you kind of want to know where your tip is, right? Nicely done with a deep acid wash. Beautifully faceted handle. It is brand new from maker with the Kydex and Tech Lock. Your price on this one is going to be $125, like it is, $125 with Frank's Maker's Edge. If you'd like my edge on it, add 20, so $145 sharpened. That is the Steel Sharp 2.5-inch Skinner. Next up, it's another one from Steel Sharp. Frank Velez. In your inventory, this is going to be listed as the Steel Sharp 3-inch drop point, made from 3/16 thick 1095 with a ghost acid etch, flat ground utility blade, brass pins, and a large copper lanyard tube with yellow and charcoal laminated wood handles and a black Kydex sheet. So there's your fold-over Kydex with a spring clip. There is your blade. This is going to merit a blade wipe because this etch is so cool. Hope the camera's going to pick this up. There you go. Very nice. Nice little file work in the spine. There's your yellow and charcoal laminated wood. Blade length on this one is 3 1/4 with a 4-inch handle. Very nice in hand. Brand new from the maker with that Kydex sheath. Your price on this one is going to be $125 like it is with Frank's Maker's Edge, which is not bad. But as you guys know, it could also be purchased with an edge from the TheApostleP Knife Service for $145. So $125 like it is, $145 with an TheApostleP edge. That is the Steel Sharp 3-inch drop point. Next up, our third offering tonight from Steel Sharp Knives by Frank Velez. This one is going to show up in your inventory as the Steel Sharp 3-inch Spearpoint. Blade made from 01 tool steel, 1/8 inch thick with a satin finish, a 1/4 inch brass pin and a 1/4 inch copper lanyard tube. Handle is going to be walnut. It's going to come with a black Kydex sheath with a Tech Lock. There is your fold over Kydex. There's your Tech Lock. Little thumb ramp on the Tech Lock there, or on the sheath. Wipe the oil off the blade. One cool thing about this nicely satin finished Spearpoint, it's got a deeply etched maker's mark from Frank. Beautiful faceted walnut. Extremely comfortable in the saber grip, and then you've got that file work that can be used as jimping. And if you were going to use this as a skinner, which you certainly could, you've got forward file work to index the index finger. How about that? Blade length on this one is 3 inch. Blade is 4 1/4. Very, very nicely done. This one can be yours for $135 like it is, $155 with an TheApostleP edge. This is in your inventory as Steel Sharp 3-inch Spearpoint. Next up, another one from Steel Sharp Knives by Frank Velez. The back of the card on this one says, traditional style blade, hammer patterns, flat grind. We're calling this in your inventory the Steel Sharp Sawmill drop point because the blade is made from an old sawmill blade. 3/16 brass pins and a purple heartwood handle. In a black Kydex sheath with a Tech Lock. Ooh, look at this pretty thing. Look at that, guys. Very nice work. And this is that deeply etched maker's mark from Frank Velez. Super cool blade. And look at that purple heartwood handle. Nice swell in the center. Ooh, nice in hand. Really nice in hand. Blade length on this one is going to be 3 3/4 inches with a 3 7/8 inch handle. Your price on this one's going to be $135 like it is with the Maker's Edge, or $155 with an Apostle P Edge. Maker's Edge, pretty fair on this one. And there it is in the Kydex with the tech lock. And again, this is in your inventory as Steel Sharp Sawmill Drop Point. $135 like it is, $155 with an Apostle P Edge. Next up, another one from Steel Sharp Knives by Frank Velez. This one's going to be in your inventory as the Steel Sharp Sawmill Spearpoint number 1. It is a deeply acid-etched stone-washed blade with a utility saber grind made from 1/8 inch carbon steel from an old sawmill blade. 3/16 brass pin and a 1/4 inch copper lanyard tube with walnut handles, blue liners, and a black Kydex sheath. There's your sheath. Does come with a tech lock. Wipe the preservative oil off that blade. There's that deeply acid stone washed saber ground spear point. 3 3/8 inches is your blade length. 4 inches is the handle. Again, beautifully faceted walnut handle, hand filling. Super cool. That is a chunk, guys, but it's also a slicer. Maker's Edge on this one, really nice. Your price is going to be $135 like it is, $155 if you elect to have an Apostle P Edge applied. And that's in your inventory as Steel Sharp Sawmill Spearpoint number 1. Next up, the last from Steel Sharp Knives by Frank Velez. This is going to be in your inventory as Steel Sharp Sawmill Spearpoint number 2. Blade made from 1/8 inch thick carbon steel from an old sawmill blade. Deeply acid stone wash. The handle on this one, guys, Chacte Viga wood with red liners, a 3/16 brass pin, and a 1/4 inch copper tube, and a black Kydex sheath with a tech lock. There is your fold over Kydex. There's your tech lock. Oily blade. There you go, guys. Nice file worked spine. Nice saber grind on that broad spear point blade. Pretty nice Maker's Edge, but look at that handle. Chacte Viga wood with red liners. There's your brass pin, your copper lanyard tube. Again, super nice in the hand, just a fill it up handle. I mean, awesome. Your price on this one's going to be $145 like it is. $165 if you elect to have my edge put on it. That's in your inventory as Steel Sharp Sawmill Spearpoint number 2. Nice package. Next up, oh man, it happens every week, doesn't it? I ask you guys to save me from myself. What a beautiful little knife. From Arno Bernard Knives, South Africa. Yeah. We're looking at an Arno Bernard Squirrel with warthog tusk handle. There is your info card. This is such a sweet little package. Look at that beautifully made sheath. I'm not sure that Arno Bernard gets enough credit for the quality of his sheaths. That is a deep cover, thin, light, beautifully made leather sheath. There's a bit of a cam welt going on, and you'll see how that works as you look at the knife. Oh, guys, polished flats, horizontal hand rubbed satin on the bevels, the Arno Bernard maker's mark. Oh, then there's that warthog tusk handle with finger grooves and those tiny little pins. I'm not sure the camera is going to do this knife justice. And here's the thing. I'm always on the hunt for small carryable EDC fixed blades with efficient blade to handle ratio. That usually means a forward finger choil. And this, guys, is beautiful. For a tiny little knife. Just a 2 5/8 inch blade. A 3-inch handle. That's going to be a 3-finger grip. The pinky's going to hang out right on the butt of the knife. But it's so comfortable. And then if you sort of come forward in that overhand pinch, it's just as good. This knife is like new in the box with the leather sheath. N690 is your blade steel, by the way, as Arno likes to work in. I think you can buy these online for about $179 at your favorite web retailer. This one can be yours like new in the box, shipped to you, priority mail, $145, guys. $145 like it is. $165 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. That's the Arno Bernard Squirrel. Next up, what was I saying about EDC fixed blades that carry well? Well, here's one from L.T. Wright. Handcrafted knife. This is going to be the Buckeye in D2, flat ground, desert ironwood scales, black liners, and copper pins. How does that sound? It looks better than it sounds. Beautiful little leather sheath from LT. Custom lanyard. Look at this. I just want you guys to look at the way the copper hardware plays with that desert ironwood handle. And then some nice little discreet black liners. Again, a little knife, 2.5 inch D2 blade, 2 15/16 handle. Again, that pinky's going to hang out off the back of the knife, but nice and secure. And then you can grip that lanyard with it if you like. Beautifully done. Behind that 2.5 inch blade, you got a 2 15/16 inch handle. This one is like new in the box, and this is kind of an entry level crack dealer knife from LT. What I mean by that is you can get into LT Wright knives. You can buy this knife brand new for $135, and then the problem starts because it goes up from there. This one, though, this is really mean. $105, guys. $105. And once you own an LT Wright knife, you're going to want to own more. Oh. So $105 like it is, $125 with an ApostleP edge. That's in your inventory as the LT Wright Buckeye. If I can get it in the sheath straight. There we go. Next up. Wow, from Benchmade, this is a Hunt series knife, but I don't think it's a Hunt knife. It's the 15200 DLC Altitude, which to me might indicate pilot's knife, you know, and it's pretty cool. Super lightweight package. You've got a pancake style molded sheath. I think it might be Kydex. I think it is Kydex. This one has been modified to accept a tech lock if you so desire. You have the neck lanyard if you choose to carry the knife that way. And then another lanyard in the tail of the tang. And here's the cool thing about this knife. It's essentially a scaleless knife, but it's got this beautiful set of carbon fiber pinch bolsters backed up with orange G10 liners, and then those are removable. with like a pivot screw and anodized orange aluminum collars. The blade is S90V. Does that remind you of a bug out? It kind of does me. First production run number 59 of 700. And it appears to have a slightly tumbled DLC finish. Blade stock super thin. I'm going to say like 90 thousandths. What a great little slicer. The blade length on the altitude is 3 inches. That's measured to the carbon fiber. And then backing that up, a whole bunch of handle. 4 3/8 inches. Lots of real estate there. These are they were quickly discontinued. They are out of stock at $155. And I think the one we sold a month or two ago, we sold for more than this, but we're going to offer this at $135 like it is. $135 and $160 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That is the Benchmade 15200 DLC altitude. Next up, first one of these I've ever seen. I think I teased you about this in yesterday's video. From Zach Brown's Southern Grind Knives, we have a Jackal Pup black blade, OD green handle with a black Kydex sheath. The Jackal Pup. Check it. There's a pancake Kydex with a little G-clip. I think do you call that a G-clip or a J-clip? I don't know. Anyway, it can be inserted on and removed from the belt without unthreading your belt in a cross-draw orientation. Here's the knife. This blade steel, guys, pretty cool, pretty cool. The steel is 8670. So 8670, a very cool family of steels. Back in my old heat treating days, we used to run Dana axles out of 8620, which is a 0.2% carbon chrome moly steel, suitable for making driveline parts, gears, etc. I always thought, because we case hardened those axles, I always thought, man, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we took that great chrome moly composition, added a bunch of carbon to it, and made it a knife steel? Well, that's what they did. Got 0.7% of carbon in a steel that's going to be super tough. Super tough. Gorgeous black finish. I'm not sure what exact process Southern Grind is using, but you got a 2 3/4 inches blade, backed up by a 2 7/8 inch handle and 3D machined OD green G10. Again, a 3-finger knife, but good pinky orientation. Cool blade profile. And a great little sheath system, I think. This one is going to be like new in the box. Now, if you buy one of these brand new at your favorite web retailer, you're going to pay $130 for it. Or just buy this one, like new, in the box, shipped to you, priority mail, $100. $120 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Southern Grind Jackal Pup. Next up, we have a knife from a brand I have never seen before, but they have a little lineage. This is from MKM Knives. My consignor tells me, think Fox Knives, right? Maniago, Italy. And this one is the MKM Burnley Arvensis. Burnley Arvensis Flipper. And very cool is this blade. Check it out. We have some very nice 3D machined G10 scales with hard anodized aluminum inlays and a pivot collar. A fully milled titanium pocket clip. We have a ball bearing flipper, gorgeous drop point blade in M390. That blade length is 3 5/16 inches. It's backed up by a 4 11/16 inch handle, which is superb in the hand. I mean superb. Stainless steel liner lock mechanism that seems to be working just fine. Blade centering is going to be right down the middle. Flipping action, stunning. Condition on this particular Arvensis flipper is like new in the box. You can buy this online at your favorite retailer for about 190 bucks. Or just buy this one, 40 bucks off, 150 like it is, 150, then 175 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That is one right smart looking blade. Man. So 150 like it is, 175 sharpened for the MKM Burnley Arvensis flipper. Did you think that was cool? Well, we have more cool on the way. Oh, I bet you guys recognize that maker's mark embossed on the box from Triple Aught Design, TAD. We have for you today a Dauntless Mark IV. And this is a special edition Mark IV carbon fiber scale, DLC frame and titanium clip. Pretty cool thumb studs. Ball bearing pivot. And a DLC coated but two-tone blade with a nice thin hollow ground bevel. Oh my. Oh. S35 VN is your blade steel. There is your lock engagement on that steel inserted titanium frame lock. It is rock solid. Blade centering is right down the middle. Flicking, not flipping action. Stunning. Nice thwack. Oh my. You kidding me? What a beauty. This one is like new in the box. They're gone. Can't buy a new one. We did find a sold listing from September of 2020 on Arizona Custom Knives. A knife like this that's sold for $600. This one can be yours. $495, guys. $495. $515 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That's in your inventory as TAD Dauntless Mark IV SE. Next up, more coolness abounds. You guys recognize that logo? Yes, that's from Ramon Chaves. This from his Ultramar line of, I believe, Wright produced knives. Yeah. This is the Chaves Ultramar Rendencion Street Drop Point with the tumbled titanium handle and the machine finished blade. This is also going to come in a custom leather belt sheath, just in case you think it's a little bit of a chunk to clip into your pocket. And I like the sheath because it hides the Mick Jagger skull clip, which I've never been a huge fan of, but I know some of you guys love it. Look at that beauty. Slab-sided blocky titanium handle. Ball bearing pivot, but thumb studs. I love that compound grind, the beautiful swedge, but still a very functional blade profile. Blade steel's S35 VN, I think you can see. Blade length 3 1/4, handle 4 1/4. So even though it's kind of a chunk, very efficient blade to handle ratio. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. There is your engagement. It is rock solid. You'd expect nothing less. Blade centering is perfect. Condition, I'm going to say, is near mint to like new. There might be a little corner wear just from slipping in and out of that sheath, but other than that, basically a new knife. I think these are out of stock as of late. When they were in stock, you could buy them for $325, and then you got the additional cost of that sheath, whatever that was. This one you can buy shipped priority mail, $250, $250 like it is, and then $270 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. That is the Chaves Ultramar Rendencion Street. Next up, man, we have a theme going. Small, carryable, efficient, awesome EDC fixed blades. And we have one, as you guys know, from my favorite fixed blade knife company, Bark River Knives, Escanaba, Michigan. USA. And the knife inside the box is a mini Aurora in CPM 3V with black, scarlet, and gold elder burl handle. Oh my. Guys, this knife is a beaut. A little larger in size to sort of my go-to featherweight Fox River and ultralight bushcrafter. This is a little larger knife, okay, sporting a handle at 3 5/8 inches and a 3 15/16 inch handle. This is a bona fide full 4-finger grip knife, but still a super effective but small bushcraft knife. Notice the first production run etch, and then the compass for the Aurora series of knives. Very, very nice factory edge. I don't know if this has been stropped up. It's got just a little bit of a ragged spot, but not. It's just pretty doggone good, guys. Good job, Skittles, or whoever. And look at that dyed elder burl. Oh my. Are you kidding me? Oh. I think this knife was purchased new from Knife Ship Free. It was $265 when it was new. They're out of stock. They're gone. And what a handle, guys. This one can be yours. Or I'm going to say near mint to like new in box. $230, $230, $250 if you like it with an Apostle P edge. Not necessarily saying it needs it. Okay. That is the Bark River Mini Aurora. Next up, oh, guys, you're not going to believe this, but this is my favorite Chinese knife. You guys know I'm not a lover of Chinese knives, especially when they get expensive. I have a problem paying $300 for a knife that gets spit off the end of a bunch of CNC machines and assembled by slave labor. But this one is what Chinese knives are for. Okay. This is the Rake P801-SF. It costs $30 brand new. It's a stainless steel frame lock with a 14C28 end blade, ball bearing flipper, with a gorgeous drop point stonewash blade. There's your lock engagement. There is your centering. Again, flipping action, stupendous, right? This is a superb knife for somebody who needs a knife and has $22 to spend. $22. I'm going to call this near mint to like new, no box, shipped, priority mail, $22. $42 if you'd like my edge on it. If you just want a test mule to see if I can sharpen, buy this for $42, right? Is the Rake P801-SF. Next up, it's a legend, guys. It's a freaking legend. The Kershaw 1760 Skyline, kind of in its original form. Black G10 scales. Parkerized Kershaw butter knife clip. Phosphor bronze washers. Unassisted flipper. Sandvik 14C28N stainless knife steel. Perfect action, perfect lockup, perfect centering. Near mint, no box. You're not going to believe this, guys, but as I was doing pricing research, I found more than one retailer that lists this knife now as discontinued. How can you discontinue the Skyline? But they have. They're out of stock. When they were in stock, they were $53. This one can be yours near mint, no box. $38, shipped, priority mail. $58 if you'd like to own it with an Apostle P edge. That's the Kershaw 1760 Skyline. Next up, it's another USA made blade from Kershaw. This is the 1660 GRYBW Leek. Ken Onion design. Speed safe spring assist. Hard anodized gray aluminum. handle scales. Blackwash blade, Sandvik 14C28N, stainless steel. Rock solid lockup. And there is your engagement. Blade centering pretty close to right down the middle. And then your speed safe action. This does have a couple little nicks on the edges of the clip, a couple little tiny nicks in the corners of the handle scales. So we'll call it excellent. No box. Excellent. No box. Let's see. How about $25 shipped priority mail, 45 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Kershaw 1660 GRYBW Leek. Next up, this might be the bargain of the sale. From Zero Tolerance Knives, no box, we have an all titanium ZT0450 S35VN blade. Factory edge pretty much unmolested. Not very sharp, but it's pretty unmolested. Got your bright polished pivot hardware, just some very small hairlines in those. And then the clip has been satined by the owner, and it's kind of got like the ghost ZT in there, if you can see it. There is your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Blade centering is beautiful. Cute peek at those red standoffs. Flipping action, unbelievable on this one, guys. Unbelievable. Fingers on lock bar, it doesn't care. Great detent. Superb flipping action. We're going to call this one near mint, no box. Let's see. Web pricing, map pricing for this knife online at your favorite web retailer is $188. This one can be yours, $130, guys. $130 like it is. $150 with an Apostle P edge. Near mint, no box. That's the ZT0450 all tie. Next up, from our friends in Maniago, Italy, we have the little brother in the SR series, the Lionsteel SR2A, with that hard anodized red handle, Sleipner steel blade, big broad drop point. Do I need to wipe this one? I might. There, that's a little better. Integral aluminum handle, by the way. Steel inserted frame lock. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. There's your blade centering. It's pretty much doggone right down the middle. Got your reversible tip-up pocket clip. Got a little scuff in it. And one little pock mark in the side of the handle. So we're going to call this excellent. Oops, bad right thumb. Excellent to near mint, no box. Web pricing on these is $143. They've come down quite a ways. Talk about coming down. For this one, $115, $115 like it is, and $135 if you like it with an Apostle P edge. That is the Lionsteel SR2A. No box, no box. Next up, from Queen Cutlery in the DFC or Daniels Family Cutlery days, we have a number 69 Barlow with a D2 tool steel blade, clip point main. Nice walk and talk. Pen secondary. 3 7/16 inches enclosed length. Get the round queen medallion shield, nickel silver bolsters, a little bit of pocket wear, laminated wood covers and brass pins. Blade centering looks pretty good on the pen, a little off on the main. Pull is about a 6.5. Nice walk and talk. A very, very slight amount of side play if you muscle it a little. We'll call this excellent no box. And this one can be yours, guys, for $35. $35 like it is. $60 with an Apostle P edge on both blades. That's in your inventory as the Queen number 69 Barlow. Next up, from our friends on the other side of Titusville, Pennsylvania, Great Eastern Cutlery. Oh my. This is a number 15 Charlie's rope knife. Just gander at that while I try to flip my paper around. Oh my, guys. I love this knife, not because I'm particularly a fan of the S blade shape, that broad sort of sheep foot, ram foot rope knife blade. Look at that patina. I like this knife so much because of the jigging. Oh my Lord. That, my friends, is the finest jigging Great Eastern Cutlery has ever done. I don't know how long it took or how hard it was, but they've really never done it again. You have the rope pattern bail, the rope bolsters, about a 5.5 pull. Awesome walk and talk. Perfect centering, hard to see, but look at this patina. My consignor did this. I don't know what he did, how he did it, but it is absolutely stunning, and I don't even like forced patina. Wow. So we're going to call this knife near mint. It's got some carry wear in the bolsters, just some super fine scratches, and of course the patina. There is no tube with it. But this is one of my all-time favorite Charlie Campagna Way North SFOs from GEC. I just dig it. Your price on this one, $140, then $155 with an Apostle P edge, and it probably needs it, guys, because it has not been sharpened since the patina was applied. So there's basically not a cutting edge there. Okay. That's the GEC number 15 Charlie's rope knife. Next up, let's see, we're still in Pennsylvania, about an hour or so to the east in Bradford. We have one from the W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company. This is pretty cool. It's a Case 58L lockback folding hunter, but it's a special edition, the Making a Case for Buying American edition. In the hinged box with the coin, with pictures of the guys and girls who work in the lock module of the case plant. Pretty cool stuff. You'll see the knife. Here you go. So it's kind of in that case Mako or shark tooth pattern with a slightly crowned handle profile. Beautiful blue, kind of a Caribbean blue jig bone. So I think that 004 in the etch or in the engraved logo means these were made in 2004, but I can't prove that. Here's the knife. Handmade in the USA. Long pull, clip point. Absolutely rock solid lockup. Nice action. Blade centering on this one, doggone, it's right down the middle. Closed length is 4 1/4. I'm going to say this is near mint to like new, just some storage wear in the brass. Your price, $75 like it is, $75. $100 if you'd like it. That's not right. Why would I charge $25 to sharpen that? $95 sharpened. $75 like it is, $95 sharpened. That's in your inventory as the Case 58L American, quote unquote, hunter. Next up, did you buy the last one and you want another case with blue bone? Well, here you go. This, my friends, is the Case 6111.5L Cheetah. Interesting model number, huh? Brass bolsters and end caps. No, I'm sorry, nickel silver bolsters and end caps. Brass liners. Mid-lock lockback. Script shield. Clip point blade. And a swing guard. And a cheetah edge. Lockup on this is dead solid. Centering is going to favor the Wright ever so slightly. Condition, I'm going to say excellent to near mint. 4 3/8 inches of closed length. Your price on this one, guys, excellent to near mint, no box, $65, 65, 85 with an Apostle P edge. That's in your inventory as case 6111.5L Cheetah. Next up, this is a cool knife. Bet they don't even do this anymore. I got a feeling. This is a Remington UMC 2009 issue Boy Scouts of America knife. About 3 11/16 closed length. We have a main spear blade that you really kind of have to dig for the nail neck. Trying to get you the shot of that etch. Official Boy Scouts Knife of America. There is your Remington UMC tang stamp. It's about a 7-pull cam tang, nice cam tang action. And here you've got your can opener. Here you've got your flat screwdriver and cap lifter. And back here you have, sure you do, an awl and a bail. Jigged Delrin covers and your Boy Scout shield. Price on this one, excellent to near mint, no box, $45, 45 like it is, 60 for me to sharpen that blade. That's in your inventory as the Remington UMC Boy Scout knife. Next up, I think the biggest bargain in the history of knives. The best made knife for the money ever. I'm not kidding, guys. Ever. From Schrade, Uncle Henry series, we have kind of a late version of the US made Uncle Henry LB7. Brass frame. Those are not bolsters and end caps. That is a billet of brass that's milled out to accept covers. Hardened steel pivot and rocker. Brass pins holding the covers on. Beautiful clip point blade. Gorgeous hollow grind. This is a 5 inches closed knife, so I guess you got 4 inches or so of blade there. Lockup is solid as a rock. Firm spring. Nice action. Centering close. Condition on this just has storage tarnish, guys, and a little bit of storage scuffing. So it is absolutely near mint. No box, but a beautiful example. They're so inexpensive. If this were a buck 110 of the same vintage and condition, it'd be twice this money. The dirty little secret of the late 20th century lockback hunting knife world, the LB7 is a better knife than a buck 110. It is. Your price on this one, guys, $40. $40 like it is, 60 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Schrade Uncle Henry LB7. Next up, we have a knife from Victorinox. And guys, when I first looked at this, I thought, oh, it's a Spartan because of the tool set. We have a main spear, which is like that. We have can opener, small screwdriver. We have big screwdriver, cap lifter, wire cutter. We have a corkscrew. And we have an awl. Well, that makes it a Spartan, except what don't I have? No toothpick, no tweezers. So this is going to be listed as a Spartan in your inventory, but I don't know if that's what it's called. Maybe it's really rare. Plastic covers with no toothpick and tweezer. Anyway, it's near mint, no box, just very slight wear in those covers. Your price, $19. 44. Oh, it's got a pen blade. I forgot to show you. 44 if you want me to sharpen both blades. So 19 like it is. 44 with the main spear and the secondary pen blades sharpened. That's in your inventory as Victorinox Spartan, but I probably should put an asterisk there. Next up, here's another Victorinox I cannot identify. Again, the sort of the big frame, old style Victorinox. This is exactly a Spartan, right? Except, watch, spear, pen, little screwdriver can opener, big screwdriver, cap lifter, wire cutter, awl, corkscrew, toothpick, tweezers, but wait. What? What's that? What's a Spartan plus scissors? I don't know. I don't know. Condition on this is going to be near mint, no box. Just carry wear, a little bit of slight carry wear in the plastic covers. Beautiful little knife. Your price on this one, and it's going to be in your inventory as Victorinox question mark. I should know this. I know I should. Oh, my corkscrew caught my split ring. I should know it, but I don't. Victorinox question mark, 22 bucks, like it is 47 with both blades sharpened. Next up, here's a Leatherman I haven't seen before. It's going to come in the heavy denier nylon pouch. Looks like a two-way carry, okay, horizontal or vertical. It's got the hole in the bottom so you can carry it pliers open or pliers deployed. Nice Velcro closure. Inside all that comes the Leatherman Surge. So it's kind of like a charge, but not. Let's go to the tool set real quick. Serrated sheep's foot. Muskrat clip. Saw. And what's over here? And look at that big pair of scissors, guys. Then you get to the inside tools. Needle nose pliers with the large turning pliers and then the wire cutter. And then we get the inside the handle tools. Replaceable bit driver. And I think, do I have to? Yeah. Can opener. All with sewing eye. Jeweler's screwdriver, and then scraper or large screwdriver. Pretty cool. Condition on this is like, we'll call it near mint. Near mint, no box with sheath, okay? And it does not come with any extra tools. You have to buy those extra, even if you're buying a new one. You can buy these online at your favorite web retailer for 130 bucks-ish. Your price on this one, $75. And then $90 for me to sharpen that main blade. $75 like it is, $90 for me to sharpen the main blade. That's in your inventory as the Leatherman Surge. Next up, I promised you guys a little run of rare, discontinued, and highly sought after knives. We have them coming now. First, from the Benchmade Knife Company, Oregon City, Oregon, we have a model 610 Ruckus. That handle is a full 5 15/16 inches, almost 6 inches of knife handle. The front end of the scale, beautifully milled black G10. The back end, beautifully milled natural canvas micarta. Deep carry, painted clip, and there is a little bit of chipping going on the edge of that. Thick blackened stainless steel liners. Axis lock. And then there's that S30V blade with a shimmery, almost reflective bead blast. Maybe there's a tumble, I don't know, but man, that's a cool finish on that blade. First production of a discontinued knife, number 488 of 1,000. 4 1/4 inches of blade. Action. Beautiful lockup, rock solid, and the centering on this one, guys. Man, if it ain't perfect, it's awful close. Condition is near mint, no box. I told this consignor, dude, why would you throw that box away? Because frankly, if it had the box, the number would start with a 3. But because it doesn't, $250, guys. $250 like it is. $270 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Benchmade 610 Ruckus. Save me from myself, please. Next up, another one from Benchmade. Look at this, guys. Look at this. It's another first production run knife. This is the Benchmade 425 Snody, deeply milled G10 scales with faux bolsters of silver twill carbon fiber. I'm calling this a titanium frame lock knife just because I see this as more as a frame lock with scales than I do a liner lock. Look at the thickness, right? Nice action on that Snody cliff, right? This is first production number 899 of 1,000. I believe these only came in combo edge. Blade steel is 154 cm. Gorgeous stone-washed split arrow. I think it comes tip up right hand only. Yeah. Tip down right hand only. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. No stick, no slip. There's your centering. It's perfect. That is a super fine example, guys. Near mint, no box. A perfect example. No box. Same consignor as the Ruckus. Why would you throw that box away? Again, if the box were here in this condition, this number would start with a 3, but it's not. Your price. $245 like it is. $265 with an ApostleP edge. That's in your inventory as Benchmade 425 Snody. And the last knife in the sale, but not the last sale item. Guys, I've never seen one of these. Never have I seen one. Look at that. You're thinking, oh, well, that's just a 940-1. Au contraire, mon frere. Check it. I'm going to roll this around to the spine. What? I don't see standoffs. I see a blue anodized titanium backspacer. And I see a Parkerized Emerson style clip with just a little bit of pocket wear on it. And then there's this. What? What? That is I think a tumble polished blade of what? D2. And look what it says here, guys. Look what it says. Prototype August 2002. This, guys, is a 941. A 941 Osborne prototype with a carbon fiber handle. Now, the action is beautiful. The lockup is solid as a rock. Whoops. The centering is very close to perfect, if not perfect. It's kind of hard because the tip grind's a little wonky. It's kind of hard to tell for sure if it's exactly perfect. And if you look very closely, you'll find the lightest of spotting in a couple places in that D2. Okay, but it's almost a 20-year-old knife, guys. So we're going to say it's near mint, no box. Why on earth would you throw this box away? Seriously, Keith? I think with the box in pristine condition with like no carry wear in the clip and no little spots on the blade, I think it's a $500 knife. This one can be yours. $295 like it is. $315 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Benchmade 941 prototype. Wow. Okay, now the last item in tonight's sale, I gave you guys a teaser that there were going to be one or two watches in the sale that are mine, and I ended at one, okay? Because I'm getting ready to buy a Damasco. I just haven't figured out which one I'm going to buy. We have an outer sleeve. We have an outer box. We have a factory barcode. Hamilton, khaki, field, brown dial. Inner box. Instruction manual below. You guys have seen this watch because I wear it all the time and I reviewed it, right? So it's the 38 millimeter diameter khaki field brown dial, which looks perfect with that faux patina Super Luminova. I just mounted it this morning on the factory nylon and leather Hamilton NATO. That strap has never been worn. It's 38 millimeters in diameter, mechanical hand winder, 80 hours of power reserve in that H50 manually wound movement. 21,600 beats per hour. This is my motorcycle trip watch, guys, because of its thin profile. Sub 10 millimeters, even with that beautifully domed, double domed sapphire crystal. Just a superb beater watch. I haven't beaten it, though. The only wear on this case, I don't even know if you can see it, just a tiny, tiny bit of corner burnishing right there, and that's it. The blasted case holds up beautifully. So it's absolutely near mint in box. I paid $348 for this at Joma Shop. You can't buy this one; they're out of stock everywhere, as my quick little research showed. And guys, this is the most accurate. This is the most accurate mechanical movement watch that I own, automatic or hand wind. This went to Tennessee with me on motorcycles for 5 days. I hacked it and synchronized it to my phone when we left, and when I got back home 5 days later, it was 4 seconds fast. So my observed accuracy is about plus 1 second a day. You can't beat that. That's something else. So anyway, your price on this one, near mint, in both boxes and sleeve, shipped priority mail, $295. On the Hamilton khaki field mechanical, $38. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another knife sale on the ApostleP channel. Thanks for hanging out with me. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking.